Hey y'all, what's going on, honey? Happy Friday. I hope that you guys can hear me loud and clear without issue. What's going on, everybody? I just wanted to come on live and, chit chat about nothing really, to be honest with y'all. But, just wanted to come and talk to you guys. I have a few stories that we're going to talk about. So make sure you guys coming on in, liking that video or like in this video. And also, if you can't hear me, let me know. If you can hear me, let me know. I know I ask that every live, but it is important because your girl had a mishap the other day and I'm just a talking and nobody told me they couldn't hear me, until what? Later, probably 8 minutes in, I found out nobody could hear me. So, yeah, I like to make sure that you guys can hear me. So just let me know. Okay. What's up, Cameron? Okay, perfect. What's up, Cameron? What's up, Lenny, Ashley, Sweet Jasmine, Portia, Kayla, Kaylee, Howard? What's going on, everybody? What is up, everybody? Okay, y'all can hear me. Perfect, 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 perfect. So let's go ahead and just talk about some things, okay? Y'all probably on lunch, probably cleaning up around the house or something, honey. Either way, I'm going to go ahead and, do a live, real briefly. Let's talk about some little things that I got over here. First things first, let's go ahead and get into Mr. Chris Brown. Okay, over here on the Jasmine brand, it looks like Chris Brown then posted something, child, saying to all of you weird people, fan pages who complain when I'm promoting all of my NFT art businesses, etc. Chill out. Okay, chill out. Never met such entitled and unnecessarily aggravating individuals in my life. BIT, I said the album is dropping on June 24th. That block button will be my best friend. Think I'm playing. Now, Mr. Brown, I just feel like if you wanted to just announce that your album was dropping, then just say that. Why you got to sit up here and attack the people? Okay, when they over here complaining, I suppose when you're promoting NFTs, I kind of feel like I see why people would complain about NFTs because I have not fully wrapped my head around it. I have not. I'm still trying to understand how Tory Lanez can somewhat put his album up there and make $1 million in like a day, but y'all not actually getting a tangible item. Like, I'm so confused. But whatever it is, I need to figure it the hell out so I can drop something over there. You know what I'm saying? Like, anybody that knows about NFTs, girl, direct me to a link on YouTube. Try direct me to an informational where somebody breaks it down, girl. Because you know how y'all cryptocurrency people be. People be hesitant on getting in that because they be feeling like it's a scam. The way y'all be over there, talking about it, but not educating people about nothing. Girl, what was the last one? I forgot the last one that they had. As soon as the pandemic dropped, everybody wanted to sit up there and try to get people to, what was that thing called? What foreign exchange? Forex. That's what it was. It was Forex. Yeah. Y'all want to tell people they need to put so much in and they'll make so much back, but ain't nobody explaining or breaking things down. I'm confused. But anyway, let's not do that with NFTs. I see Kanye was changing his stance on it. I guess he was against NFTs at some point, but now he's changing his stance. I guess he's seeing people making money, so let me hop in there and make some money too. Either way, honey, I suppose. Good luck. Hopefully that works out for you. I just wanted to highlight that because I just felt like, Chris, you're doing too much. So is this the name of the album, Bloodstain? I see somebody put in the comment, Bloodstain. Girl, that's probably theirs. Kristen said his is dropping on the 24th. Somebody else trying to promote their own stuff they got going on, girl, on the 10th. Let me get out of this. I can't. Let's keep going. Girl, let's get into this man right here. Neighborhood Talk said, I know you lying. Man allegedly destroys a $5 million worth of art at the Dallas Museum because he got mad at his girl. What's going on? I mean, I guess it's best that you tear up the art than tearing up the woman. You know what I'm saying? Like, I guess. Can you afford that, girl? I don't give a fuck. I'm not gonna go damage. We'll get into that. Okay. No, I'm gonna get into it now. Listen, y'all gotta learn when somebody piss y'all off, baby. Stop damaging property. Stop it. Now, granted, at least he didn't damage his property, but there are a lot of people out here in this world that when they get upset with their mate, they start breaking fucking TVs, tearing up stuff in the house, busting out mirrors on the dressers or wherever they at, girl, breaking down. I'm not gonna tell I'm not. I'm not, but I will be kicking and scratching and throwing your ass out. That's what we can do. But I'm not gonna put my stuff up. And I'm not gonna go tear up nobody else stuff that's gonna sit up there and put me in jail. I'm confused. So what they're saying is that according to an arrest warrant, Mr. Brian Hernandez, 21, decided to take his anger out by breaking and entering into the Dallas Museum of Art, smashing multiple vessels, bowls, and figurines valued at $5.1 million. Police said Hernandez allegedly used a metal chair to smash the glass entrance to the museum at about 9:40 p.m. Once he got inside, he used the stool to destroy the rare and irreplaceable art pieces. Girl, if you he got some other issues going on. He allegedly told museum guards who found him with the destroyed items, that he got mad at his girl, so he broke in and started destroying property. The guards had Hernandez sit on a bench while they called the police. The Dallas Museum of Art said it is still in the process of assessing the total extent of the damages. Sir, if you used to work there and they let you go, just say that. But you're not going to sit up there. You're not going to sit up here and say this girl that made you mad, so you don't want to terrorize these people's stuff. If you got fired, then say that. Okay? Goodness gracious. They said Hernandez is being held in Dallas County Jail on a bond of $100,000. So not only are you going to have to pay these people back their money for the damage that you caused to this museum, but you also about to owe the county a lot of money. Now, granted, you're on a bond. You know what I'm saying? You are on a bond of 100,000. So I don't know what percentage you would have to put down, maybe 1,000 or something just to get out. But they gonna sit up, turn around and tell you you're gonna have to pay more money. You did all of this off of you being mad with your girl. I refuse to believe. Again, sir, if you got fired from your job and you wanted to run amok in the palace, just say that. I'm sorry, but I'm so tickled by it. Thank you so much, Mrs. Wilson, for becoming a member of the channel. We do appreciate you. Thank you so much. And look, yes, baby girl, yes, ma'am. 5 million, my God, 5 million. And guess what? They are still assessing the damages at this time, so that could go up to 6 million at any moment. Girl, I cannot. This is a mess. Okay. So I just wanted to come to you guys with that because I thought it was funny. Like, what the hell? Now, what is not so funny here? Okay, this is not funny at all. This is actually very, very sad, regarding Miss Hazel-E. Y'all know Hazel-E has undergone a lot of surgeries over the years. She also, after having her daughter, tried to get a mommy makeover where she went overseas to Turkey or something like that. And when she went overseas to Turkey, they ended up having to stop whatever process they were doing on her body, I guess her breast or something. And she left with an infection that seems to be, I want to say, incurable. Like it doesn't seem like she can get rid of it. She's still fighting this infection. And I believe it's been, a year? Maybe a little over a year since that happened. Like, that's crazy. That is crazy. That's why I'm glad K. Michelle created her show called My Killer Body, so people can know, like, y'all be seeing these girls and they be looking like they got it together and they body be nip tuck and all this other stuff. But girl, if that's your body, granted, not if that's your body, but that's your body, you can do some work if you want to do it. If that's what you want to do, that's on you. But at least get it in the United States, where I would think that it's safe. Y'all be going all to all these other places and then be getting sick, and some people be losing their lives trying to look good for who? Who is it? Because it still be the same trash dudes that be, people be attracting. But anyway, girl, it's your body. Do what you want. We're going to get into that. Give me 1 second. Regarding the latest situation that's happened with Miss Hazel-E. I agree, child. I have a friend, every time her BF did something she didn't like, she would bust windows, etc. Come on, Jasmine Sullivan. Then he would pay to replace or get his stuff fixed. He got tired of it. Oh, child, you said continued. Well, where's the rest of it? The last time she bust his windows, he bust hers. She cut up his clothes, he cut up hers. Just toxic. But it stopped her from tearing up his stuff. I know that's real. I know that's real. It definitely. Listen, I never understood that. I had somebody in my life that was like that too. Not well. I had a friend. And I didn't understand why she would do that either. I would tell her about that. Like, ain't no way I'm finna jump on my motherfucking TV over some stuff he did. Girl, no. Girl, no. And let me tell you, I'm gonna be real honest with y'all, real frank. It make people look foolish when y'all go up here and y'all be terrorizing y'all stuff, anybody else stuff, whatever the case may be, and then y'all end up back in a relationship with the person. Like, make it make sense. But let's scoot over. Let's scoot over, honey. Never alter my body the way that some people do. I feel like it would be a slap in my parents' face, me saying I don't like what you and God made. Okay. If Duck Duck Goose don't stop, she does need to chill out. She has a daughter. Like, what? Keep it in the US and not in a strip mall either. Well, you know what? I'm glad you said that, Urban Unicorn Beauty, because what I also didn't think about is people do get this work done in the United States and they'll go into someone's basement. How dare I forget that part, right? They'll go into someone's basement or wherever and get some things done. So sorry for Hazel and her husband. I need Hazel-E to listen to her body and stop getting cosmetic procedures done. Her husband and child need her alive. My ex used to get mad and destroy his own stuff. Well, girl, I'm glad it was his stuff. Okay, but I won't be messing on my. That's a different level of help they may need. I really want Hazel to seek some help for her issues. Miss Girl gonna kill herself with all these surgeries. Listen, an eye for an eye leaves everybody blind. Break my ish and I'm gone. There's a video of a girl tossing her ex-boyfriend's mom's ashes into the river. I saw that because she claims I saw that. That right there, when you do that, there should be an automatic $5,000 fine or something. Like, granted, I know it's a certain amount that you can go up to, I believe, in small claims court, but sue them for that separately. Okay, because that right there I feel like, actually, that probably should be a charge. Now, I know it may be ashes, but you know how people be getting in trouble for violating a corpse or whatever it's called. I feel like that's a felony or whatever you want to call, because you just don't do no stuff like that. Just like we just sat up here and read this is messy episode, and the girl gonna get this lady her mama ashes because she couldn't afford to pay. That's mishandling of a corpse. They should have charged this woman. Girl, all you had to do was pay this woman this money, and you're gonna give her, and ain't no telling who ashes was in the urn, because she didn't. I don't even know if she opened it to look inside. Yikes. Anyway, Hazel-E and K Michelle both need to get to the same therapist about their body image issues. Okay. I think that K Michelle done got to the therapist before Hazel. K Michelle has gotten all that work done on her butt to get back to normal. And she's also doing the work, in my opinion, of educating people about the dangers of these surgeries, because she started this show called My Killer Body, and she's bringing people's stories to the forefront. You know, I feel like it was some stuff I ain't even know about. So I felt like I kind of learned some things. You know, it's all good, Keon. It's all good, but you're here. So welcome, honey. Welcome. What is Jamie American Gangster Trap Queens is going to have a lady feature on there that used to do injection. Really? From her, what is this show? American Gangster? From her home. I would love for you to start. I'm probably not going to review that show, to be honest. I feel like I already got so much that I got going on, but I probably would check it out. Like, I don't even know what channel it comes on or anything about it. It's my first time hearing about it. What else? Y'all, body dysmorphia is real. Been there, done that. Self-love is needed. I agree with that. Cause girl, I be over here feeling like, girl, I'm too big. I be feeling like, girl, I was looking at a video the other day, like, oh, girl, I got some weight, girl, I got a lot of work. I need to go to the gym. Okay, I'm definitely finna go sign up for the gym. All right. Once even a non-elective surgery goes wrong, it is hard to correct. Why volunteer for health problems? Okay. All right, you guys. So let's go ahead and get into what recently happened to Miss Hazel-E. Very unfortunately. I hate this for her.
So there's no reason why we did not. So there's no reason why we did not announce our pregnancy because it was complications due to my infection from surgery, and so I didn't get anybody's hopes up. I was trying to maintain my expectations, and yeah, so the baby did not make it, and
Mm.
unfortunately, we had a miscarriage, and and we're gonna get through. We're okay.
We'll be all right.
Yeah, we're gonna be okay.
Get this infection out of you so we can have a healthy baby.
Exactly. And for
But doc,
all,
you paying for that?
mhm. But for all the websites who announce my pregnancy, maybe you should let people announce stuff in their own times because if I wasn't mentally strong, that could have super triggered me. So
Mm.
there's no reason why we did not announce
Whew.
our pregnancy because it was complications due.
All right. So y'all just heard that, Miss Hazel-E. I really hate that. Let me play it one more time for the people in the back that didn't catch it.
So there's no reason why we did not announce our pregnancy because it was complications due to my infection from surgery, and so I didn't get anybody's hopes up. I was trying to maintain my expectations, and yeah, so the baby did not make it, and unfortunately, we had a miscarriage, and and we're gonna get through. We're okay.
We'll be all right.
Yeah, we're gonna be okay.
Get this infection out of you so we can have a healthy baby.
Exactly. And for
But doc,
all,
you paying for that?
mhm. But for all the websites who announce my pregnancy, maybe you should let people announce stuff in their own times because if I wasn't mentally strong, that could have super triggered me. So
Mm.
there's no reason why we
All
did
right,
not.
y'all. So there we have it with Miss Hazel-E. I really hate that for her. That's really I think that's really sad. That's really, really sad to know that you lost your child because of the infection primarily. Ugh. And then they're saying they're trying to get it out of her. So I'm not sure what type of infection she has. I would love to know what type of infection this is because it seems like she's been fighting this for over a year, as I've already said. I also wonder how long does it take to come out? You know, like how long does it take to purge your body of this type of infection so that she can have a healthy pregnancy, y'all? That's sad. Mm. But I also feel like I don't know. I wonder. She said that she wished the people that made the announcement that she was pregnant would have waited and allow her to make her own announcement. Granted, that's true. I understand her on that because I kind of felt that way about some other celebs. Like, dang, can y'all let them announce their own stuff first, you know? And then everybody want to be the first to do it. But at the same time, how did they find out? Who told them? Did someone from the team run and tell them or something? Just wondering, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, girl, I hate that for her. K Michelle can't stop going under the knife or over the knife. I can't. I think people think anyone who gets work done don't love themselves, and that's not true. I think that's a valid point, Natalia. It's sad that people get these bootleg cosmetic procedures, then want to complain about it. Well, okay. Yeah, she was pregnant. She was pregnant, and the infection unfortunately caused her to lose her child. Dang, that is so terrible. Imagine your constant cosmetic surgery keep from a baby. What you mean keep you from having a baby? Mm. We do not need to know all that. Baby Bob, we what? Baby Bob be wanting too much attention. Oh wow. For getting infections, you need to stop going under the knife unnecessarily. And I'm keeping my ass in the US for any cosmetics, Beverly Hills or nothing. Okay. I ain't never heard of an infection lasting over a year. When that build up, Kill you? Good question. Good question, honey. I don't know. And that's why I'm like, I would love to know what type of infection is this going overseas to Turkey. I know a lot of girls that have had gastric bypass and then get on social media and shade bigger people as if they lost weight in the gym and by eating healthy. Oh, wow. Mm-mm. Well, I hope they at least active. I wonder if that weight came back after they had that gastric. I knew somebody that had got that, and it didn't matter because the weight came back. I guess they didn't, follow the guidelines or whatever to keep the weight off. Um, but yeah, I think if you really want to get a cosmetic procedure done, save up some major coin and go to a reputable doctor, right? She having to get cosmetic surgery to fix all the botched procedures out of country. Ooh. Well, let's keep going, honey. Let's keep going. All right. So let's see what else we got over here that I want to talk about. Miss British. Y'all know British ended up having some type of charges on her dealing with the IRS. Let's talk about her. They're saying the judge reportedly shuts down Basketball Wives star British Williams from traveling with the cast. So I guess they're supposed to be doing a Mexico trip, and Miss Girl can't even go down to Mexico. Whew. Now, back in October, the United States Attorney's Office for the Eastern District of Missouri indicted Basketball Wives star British Williams on federal fraud charges. The charges included misuse of social security numbers, 3 charges of making false statements to the IRS, and 3 charges of aggravated identity theft, 3 charges of wire fraud, as well as 4 charges of bank fraud. The reality star has since pleaded not guilty to all charges. And I think we're going to get a chance to see that play out on the season for those of you all that are watching. Now, her lawyer previously spoke with Law and Crime, where he claimed his client was being targeted simply because she's a celebrity. I don't know about that, girl. I don't know if that's true. They're saying at this point, the government has not produced or turned over any evidence to us, so we can't speak the specifics. But we believe when we do look at it, it will reveal that she was targeted because of her celebrity and what she did was lawful. We're going to see. We're going to see. Now, while she's dealing with that, it looks like it's been a small challenge to live her normal life. According to Radar Online, a federal judge reportedly denied her an emergency motion seeking approval to fly to Mexico with the rest of the VH1 cast. It was said that Williams submitted emails from producers with the May 2nd through the May 6th dates of the trip, which her lawyer argued was part of her employment on the show. However, the judge was convinced not only did the judge deny the request for the trip, but also ordered Williams to hand over her passport. Oh, girl, not you having to hand over your passport. Y'all. If they're going to these extremes to, restrict her from traveling and actually working with the cast or whatever, it's just making me think they must have some hardcore evidence on you. That the things that they're saying that you did that SHI. I'm trying to find out who got British caught up. Or did British get herself caught up? Ooh, girl. My God. The feds are no one to play with. Not at all. That's what it seems like, Natalia. It seems like she just might be going down. Girl, you got to turn over your passport and they denied the trip. Ain't no telling what else they finna sit up here and deny. They probably gonna deny you from traveling to a whole nother state in a minute. Girl. I can't believe people have the nerve to get on TV after they be doing stuff like exactly. And it happens all the time on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, honey. That's why girl, y'all, a lot of y'all don't watch that show, but yeah, some people can't lose weight. I have a thyroid issue, so it's hard to lose weight. I have to take meds for the rest of my life. People always say go to the gym. That's very true, Natalia. Thank you for putting that in the chat. I'm sorry to hear that. Fed charges ain't no joke, Miss British. Listen, Miss British. Not call Teresa for advice. Teresa got locked up. Teresa got locked up. British trying to keep up with the Joneses instead of the Davises. Oh, child. Well, she's gonna have to keep up with her daughter because she's gonna be at the house with her because she will not be going on any trips. And she about to hand over that passport. I would be sick. I would be absolutely sick if I had to hand over my passport. Do you hear me? And I don't even know if she got enough stamps on her passport like that. She probably still had places she want to travel to. But I guess you might as well hand it over if you might as well hand it over if they're gonna keep denying you of going places anyway. Do you feel what I'm saying? Ooh, girl, she had to hand over that passport within 24 hours. Ooh, girl. So that means as we speak right now, she ain't got the passport no more. It's with the government. Oh, Lordy, Lordy, Lordy. People have been reporting her businesses to the BBB for at least a decade. People complain about not getting their items after sending money. Girl, what in the Daryl? What's that cook name that everybody was out here writing BBB things on? Girl, what in the what? This is ghetto. This is why I'm an advocate for unique names because all you John Smiths are fraud prey. That is very true. That's why I spelled my son's name a little funky. A little funky because there's too many Jadens out here. I have to spell it a little funky. Let me add I know it was a little ghetto, but I was like, well, let me just add this in. It's common to me. Darius Cooks. Thank you guys. What in the Darius Cooks? Thank you. That's what it's giving. I'm glad my mama changed my name. My mama was going to name me Jessica. I said, Jesse, who? No, ma'am. I'm glad she ain't doing no shit like that, girl. Don't you put me up here with everybody else. Don't you dare. So damn, Jessica. Nothing's wrong with that. Nothing's one of my besties' name is Jessica. Like, girl, ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. And we're both Leos, both August babies. However, no ma'am. Toucan Sam. My baby got 2 middle names. I don't care. Okay, that's what's up. One of my best friends ain't even got no middle name. I used to think she was lying. She never was. Jessica ain't do nothing. She was just calming. Like, I know y'all went to high school and had at least 5 Jessicas that went to the same school. Like, at least 5 Jessicas that was in there. Which Jessica you talking about? You talking about the Jessica with the short hair or you talking about Jessica with the long hair that got the... Yeah, she always got that book bag. Oh, you talking about her? Oh, that Jessica, the one with the red hair. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No. Don't put me over there in that category. I met one person that had the same name as me when I got to college, pronounced the same and everything, but they were able to, it was being differentiated at some point. Number one, I think she was a year behind me or 2 years behind me, but she pledged AKA, I pledged Delta. So it's like, you talking about such and such the Delta or the AKA? Oh, okay, gotcha, boom, da-da-da. Okay, I'm cool with that, girl. All right, but if you coming up here with 5 Jessicas, no ma'am. And you got to really sit down and figure out which one people talk about. And this is what I'm talking about. I got like 3 Jessicas in my phone, but what you did not add is the different emojis that you put behind their name. So you know which one is calling. No, ma'am. Well, my baby's name is Auburn. That is cute. That is cute, Auburn. I saw a kid's name spelled like that without the N. It was Aubrey. But it was instead of the N, it was an I. And I said, that is so unique. That is so cute. So cute. Girl, Jessica, Brittany, Jamaica, those names were not Jamaica. Now, Jamaica wasn't common where I'm from now. Jamaica. Okay, well, that's interesting. That's good to know. Good to know. Heather. Girl. Okay. Shamika was common. Shamika was common for sure. Ashley was definitely common. Girl, no ma'am. People think my name is short for something else. Nope. Just 4 letters. Jami. Okay. What? It's almost 320 some people in the chat. Go ahead and hit the like button. Girl, not only 8 likes. Girl, y'all, I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. Not y'all over here being entertained, but not letting me know that you're being entertained. Okay? Because if you want, you'll hit that like button. Okay? Jamaica, her daddy name must have been James. Listen to me. Because her name would have been Jamisha. It would have been Jamisha, spelled with James and add an H and an A at the end. Jamisha. Nicole was very common. My name is Basic, but them white folks will get a surprise on interview day. Okay. Hold on, wait. Your name is Basic, but okay, gotcha. James Pott. Gotcha. Having a very unique name, I gave my kids common names. I hated the pause before someone tried to pronounce my name. Oh, gotcha. The pause, gotcha. Okay. There weren't that many girls named Devin. Mine is spelled with an A, but people kept pronouncing it wrong. So I put a Y in my username. Gotcha. Okay. I forgive you guys. I always forgive you guys. Thank you so much. You can always go back and change it. Right. Are you not entertained? Madison is usually a white name. So when my black daughter come with it, they be shocked. Oh, okay. When she comes, they be shocked with Madison. Okay. Now we are in the days of Heaven and Nevaeh. Gotcha. Oh, it's Kyla, like Kyla Pratt. And they keep saying Kayla. Talia, that's pretty. I met 6 other people with my name just spelled differently. That's pretty. I enjoy different. I enjoy being a bit different from others. My name is Shayna, but people pronounce it wrong all the time. Is it Shayna? Am I saying it wrong? Come on, comedy show. Thank you so much, Sheila. I appreciate it. When teachers got to my name, I just blurted out. I let them say it. And sometimes, depending on my mood, I would correct them. And sometimes I wouldn't. I'd be like, girl, just give me the damn paper, girl. Yeah, that's it. Come on. Thank you, man. Let me go back. Appreciate it. But I do appreciate the people that ask me my name and then they look at me and say it and like, am I saying it right? Like they'll say it like, is that right? And it's funny because most of those people that do that actually pronounce it right. And in all honesty, when it comes to my real name, more white people actually say my name accurately. Ain't that something? And they be the ones I be ready knowing they finna mess it up. And then when they get it right, I'm like, that's right. Thanks, Becky. Absolutely. Appreciate that. Mine is Ashley and my husband's is John. When we pull up to our reservation, they see 2 black with locks. Hilarious. Y'all a mess. Y'all is a mess. All right, y'all. This was entertaining as we talked about, names. Mine is Renata. But my parents are West Indian and pronounce it different than spelled. Okay. Love the uniqueness, but can't stand people butchering it. Well, I pray I didn't just do it. Please forgive me. Okay. Please forgive me. There was a young lady that went to school with me. That was her name, but that's how you say it, Renata. So forgive me, girl. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, honey, let's go ahead. Let's move on. Let's see what else we have, guys. Let's see what else we have over here to chit chat about. Girl, I'm tired of this Monique and DL saga. But we're going to just, be entertained. So it looks like Steve Harvey ended up reacting to being called a coon by Monique and says that he could care less what she thinks about him. And then says he's not her problem. So let's go ahead and hear what he had to say about this.
Excuse me, Monique.
Let me just open by saying I
I could care less than about what you think about me, because clearly, I'm not your problem.
What she called you, a coon?
Yeah, I
You
didn't
know
like
what?
that.
And anyone who knows me, who really knows me, can't even make
Exact
that
opposite.
statement. That you trying to sound profound now, but really, girl.
What?
Did you guys did it play for you all, Mr. Steve Harvey, and everything he had to say? He really could care less. That's the end result. That's the end goal. Like, I really do not care. I'm really over this. This lady been talking. She gonna continue to talk. It's whatever at this point. Okay. For those of you guys that didn't catch it, one more round.
Excuse me, Monique.
Let me just open by saying, I could care less than about what you think about me, because clearly, I'm not your problem.
What she called you, a coon?
Yeah, I didn't
You know
like
what?
that.
And anyone who knows me, who really knows me, can't even make
Exact
that
opposite.
statement. That you trying to sound profound now, but really, girl.
What?
This was so funny to me because he said, "You trying to sound profound now?" And I'm like, "But I feel like you're the one that's trying to sound profound now as you're talking, and you really have no words." But I guess it's primarily because he kind of feels like a lot of people feel like, and like it's not even that deep for us. Like, we're ready to move on. Like, why is this still a thing? Like, girl, it's not that deep. I hate it. Let's see what you guys are saying. Monique needs to take several seats. Leave folks alone and worry about how to keep her ticket sales off Groupon. Clearly, the business she's minding isn't paying her. Oh, okay. I thought we were getting to a good place, Monique. My goodness. Did you hear DL say his daughter was violated? And when she told him, he didn't believe her because the person who did it was a good friend of his. What? When DL said that, girl? I'm confused on that one part. Okay. I actually agree with Steve for the first time. Steve sounds like that uncle in his rocking chair who gives no F's with his rum and coke. I'm waiting for Sheila G. Was that on the post that Monique put up earlier today? I haven't fully listened to it. I wanted to listen to it with you guys. So I didn't know nothing about that. I love how their responses come from when they're on their radio shows. Monique makes a YouTube video. Ooh, wow. You guys are tough out here. And what does DL and his family have to do with this? Y'all making it convoluted. I'm confused on that part. I was like, what? That's crazy. Well, let's go ahead and move on because I believe shortly after this surfaced, where Steve Harvey had some things to say, Miss Monique still has some things to get off her chest when it comes to DL. And this is what she ended up putting on her page.
The fucking ain't, right? And I thought it would. 10 minutes later, 5 to 10 minutes later, the people from Kiss FM and MS Communication came down, took that tape, said if it airs, you'll never work on radio again. Took it from everybody. Said this better never air. And it did not.
And it did not air.
I'm telling you, that's true shit. I swear that on my kid.
So
I know he's powerful enough to make that up.
So now you don't think so you're telling this story now.
I told it then. I told it on time. No, this is not. No, this is.
You told the story.
Oh, yeah, I swear to God.
Yeah,
See, people only hear what they want to hear.
Yeah.
Like I had known this for a long time and said it a long time ago. I remember I was on Tom Joyner's show. He's the one that got me my radio show, and I was on his show, and I told him, "Don't talk about Mr. Cosmetic." They have this idea, like you can be like I said, you can be profane, you can be profound, he's a lot of is. He's a humorist.
Yeah.
He's a benevolent. He's a humorist. He's a humanitarian, and he's a rapist. That's the way that you could be all them.
To be all
You
those.
can be, man. I lived next door to a dude, man. He took me to the free clinic. He told me about life, and he also was raping his daughter the whole time and went to jail. So to me, he's always going to be the dude who did. Everybody's do. How come when people do stuff like this, they're always above reproach? Nobody ever believes them, and then it's always a lot of it. And it's always and the reason it hits home to me is because my youngest daughter said something happened to her, and because it was somebody I like, I didn't believe her. And I'll never get that back. She'll never. I'm supposed to protect her, and I'll never get that back. That she told her father something, and he didn't do nothing about it because it was inconvenient. So I could see how that could play.
Right.
And there's so many everybody wandering around why women are mad and why people are like that. Look at the shit they go through.
Yeah.
Like when she said on Color Purple, a girl child ain't safe in the family for the minute. That's fucking true. And it's just that he is categorically everybody you ever see is like priests who are above reproach, or coaches who are above reproach.
Right. Teacher.
Nobody, teacher, they would never. Why are you somebody's boyfriend? I watch with you. And he played on that, and to this date, he's never said he didn't do it. This is not gonna air. I said the fucking ain't right. And I thought
Wow. So then Monique, with this video that she put up, she also goes on to say this is based upon DL's own words that you just heard. At Real DL Hughley, when I said, how can DL's wife, the DICK of a coward, this is what I mean. When my husband and I say we have to fight for the little girls coming up behind us, and you see DL didn't even believe his own daughter over a friend because he seemingly likes his friend more than he loved his own daughter and didn't want to be bothered by the inconvenient truth. Ooh, this highlights why the black woman isn't believed, or why the black woman isn't believed when she publicly speaks about her trauma. What does the black woman and his DL's girl, why you gotta keep saying DL's by this man, black wife have in common? Watch who stands with this man, and you're looking at the same ones who will sit down. When our sisters are being attacked, I find it funny that DL will call out Ice Cube, Kanye, Rizza Islam, Angela Stanton, myself, etc., but he won't call out the name of the person that violated his daughter. Listen to me. Wow. This is what happens for the people who said, I just need to let things go. P.S. Thank you, Amir S. We love us for real. Sydney Hicks and Monique Hicks. Now, y'all say what y'all want and y'all feel how y'all want to feel, but I feel like that was a valid statement towards the end. Watch who stands with this man, and you're looking at the same ones who will sit down. When our sisters are being attacked, whatever she says there, she says, I find it funny that he'll call out all of these people but won't call out the name of the person that violated his daughter. I think it's going to be beef for a minute between the two of them. I think the beef will continue for a minute. But again, girl, listen. Had he not said it, I guess we won't have nothing to talk about. So I guess that's something that he does recognize that he was wrong for, and probably and likely feels bad that he did that. But I do think she got a point. If you're gonna call him, like Usher say, if you're gonna tell it, then you gotta tell it all. So yeah, I would like to know who the person is. I'm sure your daughter would like for you to say it out loud. My goodness. Somebody says, does she have her own podcast? She might after this. If not, I would think so. She had a deal with Netflix on the table. So I'm sure radio shows, if that's something she wants, she could have. Podcasts, yeah. She might. I don't know. I thought her and her husband had a YouTube channel or something. So I don't know if they're going to turn that into a podcast as well or whatnot. But yikes. You know, she been wanting to get at him for a minute for a lot of things he may have said about her in interviews. I would not have minded if she would have. Thank you for that, Keon. Thank you for that, honey. Let's see if we could go over there real quick and see what she's saying. Give me a second. Am I okay? Give me a second, y'all. I'm about to switch gears real quick. Um,
They beat her, the person who violated you, to get away with what it is that they've done. You deserve that. And when you have people that are on your side that happen to be of the opposite sex, utilize that relationship, because sometimes a woman can't connect with a man in the way that a man can verbalize to another man, what are you doing? What are you doing? And it was a black man that tipped us to that last night. Again, a brother, Amir Sedan, who brought that to our attention because he was tired of the treatment that the black women in the community are getting. And I'll say this before I pass it to you, my love.
Yes, Daddy.
There are far more black men, black husbands, black boyfriends, black men, gay, straight, whatever you want, but the whole... There are far more black men that are supportive of the black woman than the powers that be would allow you to know. And they're incensed to know that this has happened. When we say to white people and to the white policemen that we got to call out the bad ones and for what they do and the wrong that they do, we as the black community have to be bold enough to do the same thing. Don't ask somebody to do something that you're not willing to do.
See, I keep saying I understand it. I keep saying I understand the conditioning and the fear and traditionally how we've done this, how we continue to do this. And when y'all are saying, Monique, why would you drag his daughter in it? Y'all not listening to the shit.
He dragged his daughter in it when he said
told
it.
the story. Those are his words. If you go out there, you can see that interview. It's all over. But because I posted it on my page, now y'all are saying, Monique, why are you attacking? Let me tell y'all something, and I want to be so clear about this shit, because when I see these kind of comments, listen, when I see comments like, you're going to get blackballed again, if that is the case, then so goddamn be it, y'all. It's because I'm speaking up and speaking out, but I was getting ready to say it. I don't like to say juicy words on here because the babies might be watching. But when you start getting in business with real cats, when you start getting in business with real cats, see, Curtis 50 Cent Jackson, that's a real cat. See, Lee Daniels, that's a real cat. Though we had to go through the mud, baby. But at the end of the day, what he proved himself to be was a stand-up black man, because a genuine I am sorry, that proves yourself to be that genuine stand-up black man. So they out there. So for the ones that can't hold their shit, I don't want to be in business with them. Let me be clear. And for you black women, see, this is why I'm a little warm right now, y'all. I'm a little warm. Because see, my daddy was D.L. Hughley. My daddy, even though he apologized, he went to his grave and I still looked at him like, you a piece of shit. Because you talked a good game, but when your family needed your protection, you went in your bedroom and you drank yourself to sleep. See, I know that cat. I know him. So when I saw that story and when that brother called and said, let me just give this to y'all. And y'all keep saying, oh, he apologized. He did. But when did an apology erase the trauma?
And that's not as much the issue about the apology.
Come on.
In conjunction with the trauma. And when you say you're bringing his daughter into it, what his daughter is getting right now is someone that's in alignment with her as a black woman who was abused by her brother, so that everything she has felt and everything that she feels moving forward, she knows that it's a level of confirmation, because no one knows what it is that that sister went through but that sister. And the other individuals who knows what it is to be violated, especially another black woman coming to her aid, that's a level of comfort that oftentimes doesn't happen, because again, we in our black community, from slavery to right now, have been trained, have been conditioned. Move forward. You got work to do. Keep that under the hat. You got to be ready for tomorrow. And then all of a sudden, one day, you break down. Why? Because you're not dealing with it openly and honestly. We as a community have to stop living in secret and be honest enough to speak openly. Because if we don't, we're going to suffer in silence. And then you wake up one day, this person did something to themselves and you didn't know why. You got, again, people that won beauty pageants and they took themselves out. Why? Don't know. But we can't get better until we have these conversations aloud. I don't want to project the idea that he's a terrible human being, but it is terrible that he doesn't realize as a human being what he said he did to his daughter. And if he is contrite about what he did, or if he is sorry about what he did to his daughter, then show empathy to the other individuals out there. You can have dialogue about anybody you want to have, but there's a respectful way to do it. Because if you notice, I ain't trying to talk about him terribly. I'm not, as a black man, what I think he did and allowed to happen, I don't understand it. But what I'll say is this: we got to talk about it.
And I want to address something. And this is the sad shit, y'all. This the shit we done bought into. When I hear people, because as I read your comments, I believe I can hear you. Why is he talking? Why is he talking? Because he can. And he needs to. And he needs to. See, what we're trying to show is it's okay to trust each other. It's okay to have each other's back in a way, baby, that is so unbreakable. But when you have people like D.L. Hughley that finds a way to make fun of people's love, I want y'all to understand, baby, I'm not attacking D.L. Hughley's family by no means. I love that brother's family. What I'm doing is bringing the light as the character as to who D.L. Hughley is. So for as long as y'all don't want to hear what you really need to be listening to, I didn't put anybody out there. That interview was all over the world. D.L. Hughley told the story. I didn't put anyone out there. Those stories never go away. That's there forever. He shared the story, and I want you to listen to how he shared it. It was almost a blowover.
And if you're wondering why I'm speaking,
Come on.
because I'm not a star, I'm not a celebrity, then you can understand why in your everyday life people look at you. Why are you speaking? And when you're not courageous enough to speak up because people don't think that you are valid enough, you big enough, you a star, and you stay quiet, you've let them win. We don't care who's on our side as long as we're on the side of what's right. If you can prove us wrong, prove us wrong. If you can show that D.L. Hughley hasn't talked trash about people before and after he made that post, then we apologize. But if you can't show that, then you would have to ask yourself, how can a man betray his daughter by believing a friend that he likes a lot over the daughter that he's supposed to love, but then feel comfortable talking about other people and the things that they've done wrong? The only way you can do that is by not acknowledging the magnitude of what you've done wrong.
Our sweet community. Our sweet community, y'all. And we're watching it. We're watching it. We watching it. And all this privacy stuff, all this having in privacy. And there's a list out there of the people they say I had a problem with. Whoopi, Oprah, Tyler, Steve, Will Packer. Who else is on that list? Cheryl Underwood, Kim Whitley. It's quite a few people on the list. It might be about 10 people on the list. What I would suggest is get them all together. All of them. Let's do a BET town hall meeting. Let's do a meeting publicly. Let's have every last one of them tell them what their problem is with me. And what you'll find is with every last one of them, they try to bully or either talk foolishness and they got it handed back to them and they could not handle it. Get them all together.
And they point out all the people that she's had a problem with. But what they fail to mention is the details of why she has a problem with them.
Yeah.
And why they have a collective problem. Let's delve into specifics because we as a community, we get caught up and we buy into generalities like a deal memo. People, woo, boom, bang, bang. Oh, he done dropped the bomb. He got it now. He got it now. A deal memo with no signatures, but y'all gonna question her contract because it came from our attorney. But y'all didn't notice that the deal memo came from his agent, not even from a legal standpoint, the agent. This is what they said that they wanted. That's why we got specific. So if we gotta take the heat for saying we love the community so much that we're gonna try to tell them the truth. We heard this wild story one time. We heard about this cat that took one fish and fed a whole group of people. He walked on water. He was for the people. He hated when he saw the vendors taking advantage of the people. And he did all this good. And he died on a cross. We heard a story about that. So when you hear about a cat that we ain't came close to in the sense of, we ain't not walked on water, we ain't took one fish. Now, we took some fish and may have fried it up, but there's enough fish for everybody. No miracle. And they put him on the cross, we know we ain't got nothing coming. So we not doing it for any other reason than for the people that are willing to listen, they'll hear it. For the people that don't, it's not meant for you. But when you keep getting mistreated, understand it's because you embolden the mistreater to take advantage of you and yours.
You know, my and thank you for doing this live too. I guess my energy has calmed a little because when I was reading my timeline and I was answering some of y'all back, I had to because it was sisters. It was sisters, y'all. It's us saying that our little girls and our babies ain't worthy. It's what?
And Miss Spencer, when you say worry about yourself, that is the most selfish act you can do. Because if you worried about yourself just in the sense that you're talking about, that's selfish. But if you're truly worried about yourself from a humanitarian standpoint, that means you have to concern yourself with others. Because if you don't protect the individuals of the tribe, then there's no tribe to protect. And you are a part of the tribe, whether you want to admit it or whether you're not. Get healthy.
So, and thank you for that word because it just brought me to this. It makes me laugh because it's laughable when I see y'all put, Mo, you need to heal. You need to heal. And somebody would say, or I'm saying, what is it about me that you don't think I'm healed? Now, you're right. There was a time in my life that I needed to heal because I was traumatized. I was damaged. I was hurt. You are so right, my babies. But at this point in my life, that healing feels so good. That's why I talk out loud. See, there was a time when I needed to heal, but I was holding on to secrets. I was holding on to them. And when I started talking out loud, ooh, that healing started feeling so good because I was able to say it out loud and not sleep with it. I was able to put it on stage and not bring it home to my family. So when y'all tell me about what I should and shouldn't say on stage, that's mine. That's mine, baby. And I'm going to say what I want to on that stage because that's also my therapy. You've seen some comedians' lives. Y'all have seen the stories. But some of them took themselves out of here because they just couldn't take it. Some of them mistreated their families. They could make the world laugh, but they couldn't make themselves laugh because they was holding on to demons. I ain't holding on to it. I'm going to say it out loud, boldly, and I'm talking about the kind of loud where y'all like, here she go again. Here I go again. Because what I have to do is be fearless for the babies that are fearful and don't believe they have a voice. I'm going to keep on talking, screaming, kicking to make sure that I do my best, that the ones coming after me don't have to scream or kick as loudly. So for the sisters that got a lot to say, especially the ones that know me, you have my number. You have my number. I saw to it that y'all had my number. See, what the black female comedians won't tell you is, I try to give my number to as many as I can to say, if you ever have any questions, if there's anything I can ever guide you on, please don't hesitate to call me.
Or just talk about it.
Or just want to talk. They won't give you that story. They won't give you that.
Well, Kim Whitley was kind enough to go on Comedy Hype and talk about you were a real friend, the type of friend that gets to the top of the mountain, as you did when y'all went up, what was that, Laurel Canyon?
Runyon, yes,
Runyon
sir.
Canyon. And then you got to the top. And as opposed to waiting for her, you went back down and you gave her your tie and you pulled up the mountain. When you have a woman that's decent enough to tell that story, but then they turn around and they attack the individual that was a friend that helped pull them up the mountain, you have to ask yourself, what type of sickness is being imposed on our community? What are we taking? How are we healing? We live in a world where pastors, preachers, they tell you, if you want prosperity, you got to pray to God. But their prosperity comes from praying on you. Now I know people really going to be on up in arms about that, because don't take away our God. We're not taking away your God. We're taking the illusions that have been imposed upon you about the things that surround you every day. Be comfortable in the truth, because if you don't become comfortable in the truth, then that means you're becoming comfortable on the opposite. That's why you have a problem with what we're doing right now, and it's your right.
And if you have a problem with the content that we sharing, my sweet baby, click off. Click off. See, here's where we get foolish. And I want to address this too, because somebody said they didn't come for that. They came for a comedy show. Well, then you must have been blind and deaf. Because if you look at the video, them people was having a ball. I'm grateful when I walked out on that stage in Detroit, them beautiful folks stood to their feet. And when I left that stage in Detroit, those beautiful folks stood to their feet. So let me do my show the way I do it. And if you don't like that kind of show, then you would be a baby that would never buy tickets. We're on equal ground. But when you come to my show, I've always talked about my life. And those people welcome themselves into my life. For all those people that y'all got listed, I didn't call not one of them. Every last one of them called on me. So what happens is, my sweet people, when the powers that be, whatever that means, they've gotten so used to preying upon us, because they know what you're going to do. You ain't going to do nothing. There are some men, not all, but there are some black men, again, let me say it, Not all, because there's some beautiful black men out there. But there's some black men like D.L. Hughley that like to prey on us. And when you turn it around,
And by praying, meaning I can say what I want to say to you,
come on.
but I'm going to need you to have empathy for me when the tables are turned. Empathy should be reciprocated both ways. Again, there's an old saying in sales, you can say anything you want to say, but it's about the way in which you say it. So when you listen to the way he says it, and you listen to a black woman who comes out swinging, and then you're mad that a black husband is sitting there next to him, because I'm the one that's messing up her career, let the liquor tell her. Or what in actuality what's happening is you're hearing someone say, we're going to put the ethics of the way we go about making our money over just chasing a bag. Because there are many of people that have chased the bag, but they got no inner peace.
All right, you guys. That's what we have so far of Monique and her man going back and forth. And I noticed the views would go down on her live as he would come up. Okay, as he would come up, the views would drop. When she starts speaking, the views go back up. Child, it's a whole a travesty, if you will. I have no words. I'm not gonna lie. Did y'all see when Monique leaned over and bopped him in the head? But she was leaning. I was legit doing that myself. Like, well, I'm about to fall asleep. Okay, he's about to put me to complete sleep over here. All right. Now I understand she wanted to bring some attention to what DL got going on and all of that. I get it. However, it is coming off as though we're getting off base, we're getting off track. And this is what makes it distasteful for a lot of people when you start off and say that the issue was the headliner. Then you change it and then you say, oh, well, it's the things that he's been saying about me all of these years. Oh, and here's yet another reason as to why I'm on his head top, because of how he lacks value in his daughter. And I feel the need as auntie to come through and save her and be her voice if she's not going to be her own voice. And all of those things, it's not that they don't make sense, because I feel like, okay, it does. You know what I'm saying? If you want to speak out for women that feel like they don't have a voice, they don't want to speak up for themselves and all the other stuff, got you. But I think the issue primarily is where this started versus where we at. And you saying it started with the headliner. So we wanted to stay there and just primarily address what took place at the facility. And now it done spilled over to something completely different, right? First of all, shout out to April Glow 10 for the super chat. I appreciate you. April says, I love Monique, but she lost me on this one. My dad served prison time for almost killing the person who violated me as a kid. I wouldn't want someone outside of my family bringing this up. And this is gross, Monique. Just stop it. Thank you so much for the super chat, April Glow. And I'm so sorry that you had to experience that as a child. I do appreciate you for the super chat. Yeah, it's like, I will say it's good to know, because I didn't even know about the interview. I'm glad she kind of brought it to the forefront so that I can know about it. However, when you do it and then you try to make it seem as though it's necessary to the initial argument, I don't really see that it is. I do feel like we're getting off base. And I also think that 50 Cent, I think he may feel the same way that I feel, child. I want to tap into what it is that 50 Cent had to say. Actually, 50 Cent went on to put this up on his page. And of course, they reposted it. Let me see if I could scroll down on this a little bit so you guys can see what he said. So as she's talking, 50 Cent added her and said, I love you guys too. Let's progress at a pace that they haven't seen before. Work like we got to make up for lost time. The best way to get back at anyone you feel did you wrong is to do good. Basically, to me, this is 50 Cent's way of letting her know, Monique, this ain't it. Okay, that's what I think. I think this is his way of letting her know, like, Miss Girl, I love you, honey, but this right here, this ain't it. Okay. Miss, what's her name? Miss Beyonce Knowles said the best revenge is your paper. So get on your paper. Get focused on your coin. And for a lot of people that may have felt like, oh, 50 finna drop her, 50 not finna work with her, 50. 50 still there hanging in until he can't, but right now he's going to continue to rock with her. And I don't see nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and rock with her. I want to see her back out there doing some stuff. So do your thing. So he's going to continue to work with her. He just wants her to kind of ease back a little bit and let's get in your bag. All this energy you got for him, let's put it in these shows that I'm about to put you on. Right? So we shall see. Let me get down here in the chat and see what you guys are saying, because I was over here cackling, every time he talked. It's not so much as why is he talking. It's just so much as, I'm finna go sleep. For me, but this your daddy, girl, and you're gonna stick beside him. Just wait for the day Monique and 50 go at it online. It's gonna get real ignorant. That's him telling her she's done enough talking. Shut up and let's work. This coming from the same person who ignored his son his whole life. Wow. I really think y'all allow the internet to condition how y'all see people, no matter what they do or say. It is certain people that due to the internet, y'all will always go against. It's actually sad. Okay. You think, Melanin Manson, you think everybody is against Monique? Or are you speaking on D.L. Hughley? She can add Wendy Williams to the list, if I remember correctly, because she was supposed to have a talk show like The View with her Wendy and some other ladies, and Wendy had stopped her bag. Did she? I didn't know that. I didn't know that she stopped her bag. Monique is trying to spin the narrative and combine two things that have nothing to do with the other. She had no business bringing this clip up. Okay. All right, y'all. Whew. Goodness gracious. Let's see. When DL defends this latest accusation, Monique will just move the goalpost issues to something else. She's gonna move the goalpost when he comes back and responds and debunks some things that she says. Monique is self-sabotaging. She just said those people put themselves in her path. Now when 50 leaves her, she'll have problems with him too. Oh, child, this right here is messy. Let's see what else. Maybe I'm missing something, but if she didn't like the DL, why didn't she stay? She just stay away from him. Why do the show in the first place? She said her whole point was to come after him. Okay. Hey, Jacosta. Hi. This is my bestie sister. Hi. She says that she needed to speak on each event separately. I would never place abuse with the not being the headliner. They were all over the place. Yes. Thanks for coming in. Let's see. It was her saying, y'all can blackball me if you want to. It's giving me Nene vibes now for sure. Wow. Gotcha. Okay, guys. Okay. Well, that was a lot. So I'm kind of ready to scoot along from Miss Girl because, can we talk about something else? Can we talk about something else? Y'all still on Monique, like Monique still on DL. Melanin says it's gaslighting when she does it, but when other people do it, they being real. They protect black men and women. Y'all are ridiculous. Y'all dislike her because the media told you to. Okay. I guess that's a statement to y'all because I don't dislike her. Hey. Let's see. DL said a lot of unnecessary things about Monique too. It went both ways, and that's what I agree with. Donati, I hope I said that right. That's what I agree with. Some of the things he said in his statement when he got on the radio show didn't really add up. Just as much as we may feel like what she's saying is not adding up. Girl, they still live going in. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and scoot along, honey. Let's scoot along. Let's scoot along. Let's scoot over. Let's scoot along, girl. Let's get into some other things over here. Let's see. Let's see what else we got over here for the people. Because, of course, we got to get into Love and Marriage Huntsville as well. But before we get into that, why Dennis over here being messy? Real Housewives of Atlanta. Why is Dennis over here being messy? It looked like he's hosting an event for Miss Fallon for her birthday party. A lot of you guys that may not know, Dennis happens to be the baby daddy to Portia Williams' little girl. Okay, Miss Fallon happens to be the ex-wife of Portia's current fiance. It looks like he's going to be, hosting a party for her. And it looks like Marlo is hyped up about it. So she just might be in attendance. Okay. Someone told Dennis, it's giving you hate Portia's guts vibes. Someone else says, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Yikes. Okay. I just wanted to bring that to y'all because they kind of broke it down for y'all down, the little black and white here down on the side. So Portia not stunned. Portia somewhere dancing up on Simon, having her a good old time, honey. You know what I'm saying? But Dennis is going to get the coin anyway by any means. All right. They're continuing to ride this thing out. Let's see what else do we have here. Oh, Miss Nene Leakes. We got to talk about her real quick. Nene Leakes ended up an article dropped saying that she is reportedly being sued by the wife of her current boyfriend. The woman is suing her for a little over $100,000. Girl, I guess. I said $100,000. I'm trying to ask for me a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? But you got 100,000, then all right, then, girl, that's fine. But anyway, she ended up going on social media where she said, girl, ain't nobody stealing nobody's husbands out here in the street.
Try to show each other a little more love. And I really mean that from the bottom of my heart. It's a lot going on in the world. I'm already out here a husband stealer, and this is too much. And ain't nobody out here stealing husbands. Are they? Okay. I would never. There's too many going around, honey. It's a lot of single people out here. Last night I saw a lot of single people in the building last night. So I don't think it's nobody want to steal nobody else's problems. I can tell you that. Nobody wants to steal nobody else's problems, honey. So, nonetheless, I love you guys. You guys look amazing. So much.
All right, so that's what Miss Nene said, which was interesting because shortly after that, Greg's daughter, I guess you could say, I guess that's still like her daughter-in-law or whatnot. Like she ended up having some things to say about Nene, and it seemed like she'd been on Nene's head for quite some time. Let me see if I can get to the first tweet, right? So this is what Greg's daughter says. She says, I find it funny how folks want to claim being blacklisted, but they did the same thing to their own family. I'm just saying, okay? Yeah, stepdaughter. Thank you, T. So that's what Miss Girl says. Seems like she's been on her head for some time. And Miss Nene has been ignoring her. Let's get into more of what she had to say because a lot of questions came up like Nene over there talking about she ain't dating nobody's husband or whatever, but wasn't Greg married at the time that she got with him? Well, it seems like the daughter may have confirmed. Okay, so this is when the article dropped about Nene being sued by the wife, the current wife over there in North Carolina, because that type of stuff you can do in North Carolina. Okay. Somebody says, Nene, you know that man was married. So she says, so was my dad, Greg, when she met him, but I digress. Yikes. Girl. It's something about that statement, close your legs to marry men, and it's, continuing to turn around every time. It seems like ain't nobody listening. Everybody got their legs open to these married men. I don't understand it. I don't get it. Everybody got their legs open to these married men, and these married men coming on through the door too. They not the only ones at fault. Y'all know we got to blame some of these men as well, because when he gave his statement, Yanni, Nene's boyfriend or whatever, when he gave his statement, it was giving deflection. It was giving the woman, it was like it was the wife's fault when I read it. And it gave me the same vibe that Simon Guobadia tried to give to Fallon, making it seem as though it's all Fallon's fault as to why we're here. That's what it sounds like. To me, that's what he was giving. But anyway, child, let me see what else you guys are saying. Let's see. Girl, Bye seemed like she just wanted to be on TV, and Nene didn't. But she didn't put her on. I'm not here for family. Mad because they're not on TV. Well, everybody can't be the Scotts, I guess. Everybody can't be the Scotts. Yeah, it seemed like that girl been on her head for a minute because she actually ended up adding her like a month ago or sometime back in April, calling her out about how she hasn't heard from Nene or anything since their dad passed. I guess a lot of the kids have been trying to reach out to Nene, but she ain't been reaching out to them. So there's that. But let's go ahead and scoot along to the last story so I can go ahead and hop up off of this thing. Okay, I want to talk about Marsau because the other day, of course, Martell took to IG Live to let us know that Miss Wanda is gone. Miss Wanda will not be back. Miss Girl has been released. Y'all know they have had a petition out there trying to get Wanda off the show, which I don't think is going to happen at all. So Martell came to pretty much, now I guess pander to whatever audience don't like Miss Wanda and said she won't be back. She's done. And his son was in the background, sound like he was super happy about that as well. Like, yeah, that's good. Yeah, because grandma said, and of course Martell had to go ahead and cut him off real quickly. But Marsau decided to put this post up. And he says, it's cute when people think their title holds weight. Ooh. It's the disrespect in the first sentence for me. It's a little humbling when they realize that the only thing that makes decisions like that is money. As much as I don't like her, Wanda will be filming with us. Ooh, not Marsau Scott standing up for his mother-in-law. Girl, this is going to be messy. I feel like now last season I was like, okay, Carlos, what is next? Like what's going to happen this season? Like, what are you really going to give us? Da, 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 da. He really brought it this season. Now I just see it getting even more messier. Because I feel like this, first of all, Wanda want her own show. People would love to see the Scotts have their own show. I don't know if I would like to see the Scotts have their own show. We shall see. And it won't be just the Scotts, baby. Y'all got to understand it's the Moores. And let's be very honest. The Moores are the ones that's the most entertaining, not the Scotts. Okay? Because I think it's Wanda Moore. I think Wanda's last name is Moore. So whoever on Wanda's side of the family is going to be more entertaining than the Scotts. So it would be more Scotts. That's probably what they need to call the show. I don't know. But I don't know if I'm 100%. In the number when the Saints come marching in for them to have their own show. Not yet. But I do see Love and Marriage Huntsville getting even more messier, girl. Just, oh my God. Because it's giving Holtz versus Scotts again. And I don't know, Melody may have to try and bring more of their people on the show. I just don't know. I just see it getting even more crazier. And when the show gets more crazy, so does the fans, and then it just don't be as enjoyable all the time, right? It's just, yeah, Miss Press and Curl ain't going anywhere because she brings the viewers, not Miss Press and Curls. Hilarious. Melody most definitely isn't filming with her. We'll see. We need more seasons of Love and Marriage first before they get a show. The More Scott show will only work as a cartoon. Why, when you say that, I'm thinking about the PJs. I don't know if y'all remember that show. It was like a little animated series called the PJs. Girl, and when I'm thinking about the old uncle that was standing in front of Marsau that had his hands in the air during the preview. Yelling in the air, he won't say it. When he's throwing his hands up, all I'm thinking about is the PJs. Girl, let me pull the PJs up so y'all can see what I'm talking about. Girl, I cannot. For those of you guys, y'all may not be that old, child. But it's definitely giving the PJs. Girl, we had to go to good old Google over here. Let me go ahead and pull that up for y'all, child. Oh, wow. Well, let's see. It's giving the PJs for sure. Like, it's definitely giving the PJs for sure. Like, yes, I could see that. The way everybody just came at Marsau when he was standing against the bar and screaming at him and throwing their hands up and stuff and saying, he won't say it and da-da-da-da-da. And you said we come from the other side of the tracks. And woo-de-woo-de-woo-de-woo-de-woo. It's giving the PJs for sure. Let's see here. Thank you so much, Naturally Mar. I'm trying to find your, there we go. Jamie, thank you for keeping us up to date with all of the news and the mess. Of course. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you all so much for watching. We have over 500 people in the chat. So please definitely go ahead and hit the like button. And if you're not already subscribed, go ahead and do that as well. But as I said, do y'all see it though? Yeah, the PJs, the uncle can be the drunk man. Okay, so y'all see the PJs, okay? Listen, I would love for them to bring that back. They could bring that show back. An animated show for them is a great idea. I like it. Listen, everybody, my witness, Carlos King, better run me my check if they do it. Girl, we gonna have to split that, Sugar Shan. Okay? We're gonna have to split that check, girl. We're gonna have to share. He needs to hire us. We may have to pitch us something over there to Carlos. Marsau not caring what folks think is definitely super style from PJ. It's on Tubi? Stop lying. It's on Tubi for real? Oh my. I'm gonna have to watch it. But yes, guys, I just wanted to say what it reminds me of, what it makes me think of for the most part. But the moral of the story is that I feel like Marsau and Martell definitely got into it over the weekend. We cannot confirm nor deny what really happened. But when he came with this post and he shaded immediately in the first sentence, it's funny what people think their little titles can do. It's cute when people think their title holds weight. That, for me, yeah, it's going to be interesting as we see the rest of the season continue to, go on. But that's all I got for y'all today. You know what I'm saying? The live went way longer than what I was expecting. And that's primarily based on Miss Monique and her husband. So, yeah, sorry about that. I had to give you guys a small little torture session there. But, yeah, I do believe Tubi is free, Akusa. I think that Tubi is definitely free. Hold on. Say what, Melanie? The only way I'm watching the show is if Carlos goes to Pontiac, Michigan, and actually get the real details on the Scots, and the people say they lie, and the people say liars. Gotcha. Pontiac, Michigan. Is that where they came from? Pontiac, Michigan? I didn't know that. All right, guys. So yes, go ahead and like the video. I thank you all so much for watching. Yeah, that's all that I got. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a great weekend.